Yo, you guys, this is Blacklist of the Abyss, and you're watching my review for Boku no Hero Academia, aka My Hero Academia, Chapter 30. Alright, and to start this chapter off, Todoroki's team, they were in first place, with Monoma in second, Tetsu in third, and Kendo in fourth. Alright, but those standings changed quite a bit by the end. First of all, Kendo. They were like frozen. They like legit frozen by Todoroki. So there was nothing they could really do. So it was kind of expected that they would probably lose their spot. So they did like they lost it, but then they got it back, but then they lost it again in the end. So like they even frozen, they almost won. Well, not won, but they almost moved on. All right, but in the end, it just wasn't in the cards. All right, but yeah, first half of this chapter, it's all about Bakugo's team. All right. Last week, I wasn't 100% sure if he would manage to do something, um, but I forgot about Sero and his tape ability. Alright, so because of that ability, Bakugo was able to just go to Monoma himself, pretty much. He broke through Suburaba. I think that's the dude's name. His quirk, which is it's called solid air. He can solidify the air and essentially create walls and footholds and other surfaces. And in this case, he essentially created a bubble of air around Bakugo. But Bakugo said, screw that, right through it, and grabbed those headbands and pulled them back. Alright, and then Sarah went and pulled him back. Alright, so that ended up putting them in third place. However, they were not done yet, okay? Sarah ended up shooting his tape close to the feet of Monoma's group, and Mina ended up using her acid to like clear the way for them. And once that happened, Sarah pulled them all through the air, and Bakugo was able to grab Monoma's last headband. All right, so that put them in second place. So props to them, because that was pretty legit. All right, and Eraserhead, All Might, they both of them put him over too. All right, so they were both just singing his praises. So props to Bakugo, props, claps, snaps, whatever. Like, just gotta give Bakugo your props because it was pretty legit. All right, first half of the chapter pretty good so far, and when we get in the second half, it ends up focusing on Midoriya and Todoroki. All right, now Todoroki was caught off guard last chapter by Izuku just going in there just right at him to try and get the headbands. And because of that, he ends up trying to use his left hand to block. All right, and that's his fire half, which we know he doesn't want to depend on. All right, and Midoriya is able to use One for All to just break past it and like swing his hand away, and he gets his headband back. All right. The problem is that it's the wrong one. Okay, it was like what, like a 70-point headband or something, and that just put them in fifth place, which is not enough because only the top four move on. So they tried to go back. They tried to get another headband, but they just didn't make it in time. So Todoroki's team gets first place. Then Bakugo gets second place. All right. And here's when the surprises start. Tetsu and his group were in third place. And even the announcer, what's his face, was thinking that Tetsu got third place, but then he had to stop himself and he was like, wait a second. No, it's not Tetsu's group. It's Shinsou's group. This dude Shinsou came out of nowhere and got freaking Tetsu's headbands. Yo, this dude Shinsou, man. Yo, him and his mind control, man. I need to see more of this guy because this guy's legit. Like this, this dude was walking around like it was nothing. Like if he really wanted to, he probably could have like done much better than that. Really, I mean, he legitimately could have probably gotten all. I won't say all the headbands, but he definitely could have gotten first place if that was his aim. You know, I would not have been shocked. All right, this dude Shinsou, man, I need to see more of this dude because yo, this dude's legit. I need to see more of this guy. All right, which I will because once we get to the next stage. But anyway, this dude Shinsou managed to get third place. All right, and then we get the other surprise. Right, Midoriya, he's all sad and everything because he just couldn't get the headband in time, and because it was he was the one who chose that 70-point headband, thinking that it was the 10,000 one. And like Momo said, it was naive of him to just assume that it would be the top headband that was his, you know. Um, and he's all distraught about it, which, Midoriya, he's the type of character that you just want to cheer on. Like there's some characters who are supposed to be like that and you just don't care at all. But Midoriya is not like that. All right, when you just feel bad for him and you want him to win. And then that's when Tokoyami comes in and he's like, yo, actually, thanks to you distracting him, I was actually able to get the other headband that Todoroki had. So now we're in 4th place and we move on. And then you see Izuku just like crying into the air. Like, he was hilarious. Alright, but the point is they move on. Alright, so that's awesome. Alright, I'm liking this arc. We got freaking Bakugo and Izuku and Todoroki and Shinsou and Tokoyami and like all these cool characters. Momo, Kaminari, we've got all these legit characters that are getting the focus now, and I think that's good because this is a huge cast of characters. One of the things I don't like at all is when a series introduces a bunch of characters at once and expects you to care about all of them. That's just not how the human mind works. It's just not. All right, it's impossible, really. Okay, so I'm glad that they're now focusing on select people. Of course, you still get like random dudes in there like Sarah, who I'm probably not gonna care about for a while now. But it's gonna take a while for me to legitimately care about him when I've got guys like Bakugo just blowing him out of the water with how cool he is. Alright. But yeah, I'm glad they're focusing on some of these characters. Alright, it doesn't. I was gonna say it tells you which characters are gonna be important later on, but that's not entirely true because you've got people like Suyu who aren't moving on, so it's like no. So I can't say something like that because Suyu is, well, Suyu. But anyway, that's it for that round. Todoroki, after it's all said and done, he's not celebrating getting 1st place or anything. He's still focused on the fact that he unconsciously just tried to use fire, and he's mad at himself because he's acting the same way his father thought he would. Alright? And all these thoughts in his head end up leading to him calling Midoriya out to go talk. Alright? To go talk one-on-one, away from everybody else. So that'll be interesting. I'm assuming this will be something like a declaration like what Ida did, saying like, listen, dude, I like you and all, I wish I could be in your team, but I can't because I need to prove to myself that you're a rival of mine. I need to prove to myself that I can beat you. I'm assuming that's going to be something like what Todoroki's going to do. Kind of like reaffirm his resolve, something like that. But it'll be some good character development for Todoroki, because we'll probably find out more about his relationship with his father or something, or at least get hints toward it, But yeah, there's that. Plus, the last thing that happened here is that All Might went and called out Todoroki's dad, Endeavor. All right, so that'll be interesting too. I'm guessing All Might's going to try and get him to like ease up with his son, like stop hating on him, like getting furious, like having all these high expectations and crap. I'm assuming it's going to be something like that, telling him to chill out, pretty much. Which, I mean, fire, so you can't really chill out, but you know what I mean. All right, so yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to a lot of things, really. This was just a really good chapter. It really was. The Bakugo half, the Midoriya half, the Todoroki portions. Tokoyami just sitting there like, I actually got his other headband. It's just cool. Tokoyami is so cool, this dude. Yeah, I love that dude. All right, but anyway, overall, I'll give this chapter an 8.5 out of 10. It was really good, just like last week, just really freaking good. And yeah, that's that, you guys. Chapter gets an 8.5 out of 10. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.